I do have some demonstrations, some pictures of Famicoms and how you can see what they do and stuff. I am going to be doing a review later on this week on Daigasso Band Brothers.
Yes!
And online I'm going to be giving this away to one of our fans. So make sure you go to youcanplaythis.com, send me a postcard, and you get into the drawing, and you can win this. And so I'm very excited because I want people to play import games. I really do, because we've got some really great import games out there. And the guy who sells them, Matt Gear. Great stuff, and it's very reasonably priced. Some of it may look really expensive, but it's good stuff. I bought a ton of stuff from him. So fun. So please, feel free to import and stuff, and hopefully this is going to be working here fairly soon. If not, I'll help you out so you can fix it up. So let's get to some questions. Yes, Stitch.
The one thing that I came across when it came to doing import games is, this is only really related to Famicom, is if there are certain games you want to play like Akamaja Densetsu, because it's made for the Japanese version, and you want to get the full experience, you can't play it on a domestic console. You need to get a Famicom or a twin Famicom that actually will have the audio working properly.
That's true. What he's talking about is that there's Konami put in a special chip into several games, and that it amplifies and gives you a different audio experience. Like what, adds another channel or something? Another two?
It adds 3 sound channels,
Yeah.
57 adds, you got the synthesis chip on it, there's the N106, which is a gimmick, Megami Tensei 2, and which add like an extra 5 channels of sound, but they only work on Japanese systems.
Japanese systems. The good thing is that Japanese systems are becoming less and less expensive. You can find a Famicom for fairly inexpensive. Now, this is going to be something that you'll hear on DS if we ever get it working. Basically what it is that when you have a console here in America, you got to be careful, especially with the older ones. The older ones work at, well, Japan goes off of a 100 volt. We go 110. That means that even with that extra little 10 points, it'll burn out your system. Do not use an American plug for a red and white Famicom. It'll blow it out right away. Other systems, not so bad. But you don't need to step down. You just need to go to Radio Shack, get a 100. It's fairly easy. So, but yes, and then you can experience several games like they were meant to. And I always suggest, if you have the console, please play them like they were meant to. We really need more people playing them like that. Yes, and then I'll get to you.
What about games you want imported from Europe? Like, I'm thinking with the Super Nintendo, there's Terra Enigma, which was never released in North America.
I haven't had too much experience with European games. From what I understand, they are playable on consoles. In fact, here in America, they run fairly quickly. PAL games have a tendency to run very slowly. And so, from what I've heard, but I haven't had much experience, mine mostly Japanese. But we can always try it sometime. I do have plans on importing a lot of other things. Handhelds shouldn't be a problem. Consoles, not so sure. And I had you, and then I'll go over here. Yes?
It's kind of a two-parter, but they're quick. With Mega Drive games, would you recommend using a Game Genie? Because they're pretty easy to find.
I actually haven't used a Game Genie.
Okay.
So I actually wouldn't know about that. I pretty much cut my tabs out. And it's just easier for me just to be able to know I can stick it right in there and not have to worry about a secondary item to be in between.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I just figured if you don't want to damage your console and keep it pristine, you can just use it as a pass-through.
Use the cart. Anything that, if you want to keep it like that, then yes, by all means. Or get a Genesis 3. Genesis 3s have that big opening in it. It's very easy, and they're nice and small. And they're very nice and small.
That's what she said.
Quiet from the peanut gallery.
Part two, I recently found this out with a DSi. I got the sequel to Hotel Dusk, Glass Window. It was only released in PAL territories in English.
Correct.
But you can't play it on American DSi.
You can't play American on DS. Oh, really?
You can play it on American regular DS or DS Lite, but you can't play it on American DSi.
They have messed with the hardware on this so much, and so that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. DS Fat, so very nice, and if you're I'll go over here, and then I'll come back over here.
I've noticed that on your archive with your video, there's a lot of music. You think Titan and Drum Masters is building import like music, rhythm music. There's so many of those in Canada. Is it the hardware limitations? Is it the hardware that keeps you from doing those, or is it something else?
No, actually, I just didn't want to do too many music games. I didn't want to be known as a music game guy, but I do, says Paul, yeah, right here, I'm the music game guy. You should, don't steal my shtick, he said. But yeah, I do enjoy Taiko Drum Master. In fact, I am going to do Taiko Drum Master later on. I do collect peripherals for like Keyboard Mania and stuff, but also I want to try and get into games that are popular, that people would enjoy, that people know. Hence why I've been doing Ranma and several others. In fact, and I just got, and you can expect it actually probably before March, I'm going to do Cowboy Bebop. So, suggested by the Psycho Taku over here, actually. So he said, you can play this. I said, no, you can't. Oh, wow, you can see. So very cool. So that'll be a lot of fun. So please look forward to that. Yes. Actually, let me know.
What is your favorite game that you've imported, and what is your least favorite game?
Favorite game that I've imported? Pop music. I love everything. It's a great game. And they've got a console, and they've got the arcade machine in there. Please play it.
He's a machine, I've seen him. He's got the 3-button grip gun.
Yeah, and flip over for the one other thing. Least favorite. Wow. There was a couple of games, there's several games, but I don't review that game, so it's hard for me to because once I get a game and I play it, I don't like it. Turn it off. But, so that's the way that is. Right back there, the camcorder.
How'd you come up with Yankee J?
How did I come up with Yankee J? Funny story. He's being a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fanboy. JoJo and Kimono Boken is just one of my favorite stories of all time. And they wore really long black gakuran. Well, Noriaki Kakyoin is one of the guys that I really liked. And I found this black coat at Hot Topic, and I was cosplaying as Noriaki Kakyoin. I had really long hair. And I just thought, well, I need another persona. So many other people have other personas. I wanted another persona. So I thought, well, and I just happened to be watching Fight Club. Yankee J is my Tyler Durden. So that's why, so that explains a lot for a lot of you audience. That's why But, in Kikassia, he was right there alongside the people, so how did that happen? Magic. Yes?
What are your top 3 recommended Famicom reports that you personally feel?
That I personally feel. I've actually got that on one of these things. I hope I open up the right one and not my porn folder.
Is that thumbs?
Yes. Dude, PG.
This is taped up after.
This isn't it. Hello, everybody. I'm JewWario. Welcome, everybody. I actually have that listed down here. Let's see. Famicom games. Sayuki World 2. It came out in America as a wampum. But it's still a good game. But this is better. The graphics are better. It feels different, and it's Sayuki World 2. It's kind of like Journey to the East, Dragon Ball Z. So it's a great game. Ike Ike Neketsu Hakibu. I just love that game. I hate sports games, and Kunio games are great because you play it's good for the sports guys, and it's good for the fighters as well. So, and Getsu Fumaden, it's a really underrated game, and I think everybody should play it. It's got fantastic graphics, the sound, the music composing is top notch, and I did review it. So, so yeah, it's good stuff. Yes.
I'm sorry, I have a second question, but have you ever found the game Chain Guy?
No, I haven't.
It was from the PS2.
Oh, I'll have to look for it. Yes.
Are there any easily accessible RPGs that are imported for somebody who does not speak Japanese?
Unfortunately, if you've got an RPG, that means you cannot play this. It is. And why are RPGs not, play how we run out of time? We want to make sure I don't want to go over. Oh, we have plenty of time. RPGs are not, you can play this because, here's the reason why, because when you have to go to a town and get information from the different people, sometimes they give you hints, or have you go run an errand for them, which we all hate. Animal Crossing. Do this little favor for me, here's a t-shirt. But you wouldn't know who to give it to if, you didn't read Japanese. And also, sometimes you have to go to several different places and get lots of different information from different other places. And it's just, there's too much information. And yes, you could get a walkthrough. But the idea of you can play this is that I give you information, you write it down, even if it's just a menu, and you can play it right away. I'm doing Game Center CX2 by popular request. Not because it's a you can play this. It kind of is, but there's 2 games in there that are just not you can play this. There is a way to skip them. And I tell you how to skip them. And it takes a little while, but if you can just put in 10 minutes to skip those games, you'll get to the other games that are totally you can play this. It's a fantastic game. I highly suggest, please, support XC. They've been doing a wonderful job with all their import games. And them and Axis are fantastic importers, so please support them. But yeah, so that's why you don't do a lot of RPGs, long story short, too. So, do we have any other questions? Yes?
How did you come up with the idea for Mario monologues?
Funny story. A friend of mine, Derek Knight, attended a place up in Denver called Free Train. And it's, you pay $5. Last Monday of every night up in Denver, you pay $5. You have 5 minutes on stage, anything you want to do, as long as you don't damage the stage, damage yourself, or damage the audience. Anything you want to do. Yes, we have had the naked guitar players come up. And the lady who looks like she was cracked out on her head. I went up on Halloween, and I had my Mario costume on. I just thought I'd be Mario. I thought, well, what would I do? Well, come up with, game from Mario's point of view. And that's where I came up with the Mario monologues. People loved it. I had no idea, and people, oh, dude, that's fantastic. And the thing that really touches me is that I had always planned on videotaping it and putting it into a show of some sort, and then I got picked up by, that guy with glasses, and I'll do that for that. I was so surprised. I got more heartfelt emails from Mario, talking and cursing like a sailor, but then giving that moral at the very end about how to be a nicer type of person. And oh my gosh, I get just these heartfelt things from these wonderful people. And talk amongst yourselves. I'll give you a topic. Lady Gaga's neither a lady nor Gaga discuss. But yeah, and I just, it was, I didn't expect it to be so popular, so it was really, really fantastic. So that's how that came out. Who's this?
When are we doing our Let's Play?
Yeah, we're doing our Let's Play in the dark, folks. I do the J-Dub in the dark, and I get crap scared out of me. But Roses has offered to play a game with me called Clock Tower. The Japanese Clock Tower for the Super Famicom. So the very first one that didn't come out here in America. So hence why it's a Saturday.
Bring new underwear.
I did. Prepare. I'm not wearing any underwear. We have any other questions? Yes.
Sorry to have another one.
No.
I'm going to offend somebody by asking this. You played Quest of Kai.
Yes.
Have you tormented yourself with playing Towers of Rock?
Yes. Man, I hate that game. One game that I don't like. Oh man, it's just such a tough game. Anybody have any questions? Oh, we've also got the Psychotopia here. I can also bring. If anybody has any questions, yes, right there, and then over here.
Do you have a copy of Takahashi's Adventure?
I do not. I have the sequel. I have the 2, and I believe I have the 3, but I don't think.
No, not Adventure Island. The comedian Takahashi.
Takeshi. Oh yeah, Takeshi.
Yeah.
Takeshi no Torsenjo. Yes, both of them. And I did actually watch Game Center CX, play through it like he did, and I couldn't even get through the karaoke. It's hard on the karaoke. For those of you who don't know, there's a comedian. Most of you know his shows as MSX. The Most Extreme Challenge, or MXC, the Most Extreme Challenge? Yeah. That actually came out as Takeshi's Castle in Japan, and it wasn't so silly. They actually even had entire businesses get all their employees for a day off to go and play Takeshi's Challenge. So it was a fun thing to do. But he hated video games, and he made it was a very early video game actually, and it was tough. And people still say it's the toughest video game in the world. Because at the very end he says good job, and that's it. You just get a pig head, his head, and then good job. If you wait, like I think it's like 30 minutes, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I thought it was longer. 5 minutes. He comes back and says, "Wow, you're really a loser for playing this game." So I mean, he screwed. Wow, you're an ass. Thanks for buying my game. But yes, it's a tough-ass game. In fact, they had to make 2 walkthrough books because it was so hard in Japanese. So yeah, those are not your complaints. And we had one over here.
Are there going to be any more Yankee J Psychotoku crossovers?
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah.
Maybe, you never know. He's smiling, he's just like, shut up, Tinker. Yeah, so, yeah. Well, anybody else? You don't? Okay, well, hey, thanks a lot for coming. You can watch more of my videos at youcanplaythis.com, thatguywiththeglasses.com, and blisteredthumbs.net. I've got some patches for the JewWario Cat Girl Army. Part of the army, we got someone over here who even put it on a armband for her door. So, also Shark Robot out in the place over here is selling my T-shirts. You can buy some T-shirts. You can play this. So please support it. In fact, they even look like. Go ahead and stand up, Sam. It's cool. It's got a caricature of me. It's all in blue. It's a lot of fun. So thanks a lot. Please enjoy the rest of the convention. Have a wonderful time. That guy with the glasses at 5:30 in panel room 1. Please make it. We'll all be there, and you can ask more questions to everybody. Thanks so much for coming, everybody. I had a great time.